The setup of a vegetation plot is an important process which allows researchers to monitor the growth and biodiversity of a given vegetated area. TEAM, or the Tropical Ecological Assessment and Monitoring Protocol, gives a useful set of guidelines which aid researchers in monitoring or collecting data and the appropriate setup of these areas. A vegetation plot is a 1 hectare plot made of 20 by 20 metre subplots. The setup of these 1 hectare plots includes the process of choosing and identifying the 1 hectare plot so it can be set out with the use of stakes and string of medium thickness. The 1 hectare plot should be set out without any damage done to the vegetation. It is also important to note the parameters of the 1 hectare plot and their condition, as to which includes things such as small streams and lakes which enter the 1 hectare block. It is also important to make sure that the soil and terrain conditions and types are noted. For example, if the soil is homogeneous throughout the plot, or if the landscape is undulating and the like. Once a plot location has been established, a larger map, such as an area roughly 300 metres by 300 metres encompassing the 1 hectare plot, should be created to record the topographical features such as terrain conditions including streams, cliffs and plateaus, and their approximate size in metres. If the plot is sloped, it needs to be stratified. The vegetation census crew includes 3 main jobs or members, one being responsible for measuring the vegetation, the scribe who fills in the forms with collected data and information, and someone who marks out the trees. The diameter at breast height is taken by the one responsible for the measurement, and the point of measurement is painted by the member who tags and nails information to the tree. The first census must be obtained measured during the dry season over a 4 to 5 week period. In the vegetation plot, all stem measurements are obtained from plants with stems of greater than or equal to 10 centimetres in diameter. These readings are taken from the DBH, or the diameter at breast height, which is for most plants at 1.3 metres. The following recenses are done at the same time each year as the original first census. This measuring of the plants in the subplots is done in a specific order, which is followed during each of the recenses. In the subplot, the measurements are also taken according to the 10 by 10 metre quartiles that each 20 metre squared plot is divided into. Measurements in the quartiles is done in an anti-clockwise manner, as seen depicted. The trunk of the tree or the stem, being measured at 1.3 metres, needs to be clear of any obstructions or anything that would cause for incorrect measurements. The data is then to be recorded in the required forms. The DBH is measured in the 1.3 metre stick. With a 1.3 metre stick, and the diameter is taken with a measuring tape. Then, the point of measurement, or the POM, is marked off on the trees with a marker pen. No abrasions to the tree should be visible. The POM is then painted on. Using a 1.6 metre stick, a nail and tag with a number is securely nailed to the stem at the 1.6 metre mark. This process of measuring and tagging is done for all the subplots, following the anti-clockwise quartile order, through all the 25 subplots of the 1 hectare block. For trees that cannot be measured easily or accurately at the point of measurement, due to deformities or spikes and the like, should be measured accordingly with further reference to the Tropical Ecological Assessment and Monitoring Protocol, or the TEAM protocol. Basic equipment needed for completing a census on the vegetation plots includes string and stakes for marking out the vegetation plot and subplots, 1.6 metre and 1.3 metre sticks for the point of measurement height and the height of the nail and tag, markers and paint for marking on the point of measurement to the stem, diameter measuring tape, vegetation plot record forms, or the various data collected during the census, and a stencil for the point of measurement mark. Other items may be needed for problematic trees, such as ladders and iron instead of aluminium nails for trees with hardwood. Strengths of the protocol are that the majority of the trees or stems are measured in a uniform manner using specific equipment throughout the plot. Also, each person on the team has a specific job, such as taking measurements or recording the data, which minimises the human error compared to that if a different person did a different stem measurement. However, The team protocol would be improved in its problematic tree measurement process, as each little difference in a tree is measured differently, causing for potential complications further down the line or when it comes for the next annual census to be taken. Therefore, it may be easier if the different measurement methods were reduced down to broader topics, such as trees with buttress roots or trees that lean, naming a few, and that more notes and information recorded on the papers about that specific tree in that particular census.